Welcome to the 4 on 2, everyone. I'm Mike Meeback.
Glad you're with us. I'm Keba Arnold. It's also coming up, planning for the future. It's Money Monday, and we're taking time to talk about how much do you really need to retire, and how do you get there? It is Money Mondays, and today we are joined by Mitch Tuchman, the Managing Director of Rebalance IRA. Mitch, thanks for being here with us.
Thank you, Keba.
Let's jump right in. Today we were talking about how much you need to retire, and that's a loaded question, and depending on who you ask, you're going to get a different answer.
Very loaded question, and unfortunately, a lot of people get worried about this topic because they'll go to a broker and they say, hey, run me a model, tell me what I need to retire, and they're told a number. Like we had an engineer who's making over $100,000 a year, and they ran this simple financial model, and they told him he needed $3 million to replace that income when he got to a retirement age, and he freaked out and got all discouraged and upset. And I think the answer is much more complicated than that. The real question is, how do I replace my income when I retire?
Okay, so we need to focus more on replacing your current income, because you're working, let's say, full-time, you have this income coming in every month. How do you replace it? What are some ideas?
Yeah, so let me the word current income, it's not often the current income because people are building families and putting kids through school.
Good point, yes.
So a lot of times the income goes down. But usually when we talk to clients at our firm, Rebalance IRA, we're talking about various ways to replace that income. So number one, and the most obvious, is Social Security. And a lot of people think Social Security is just sort of a no-brainer, but it's not. There's over 2,000 regulations in the Social Security code book, and you can actually be very creative in how you claim Social Security and make up to $100,000 more during your life per person in a household. So that's one. Number two, we have a lot of clients at Rebalance IRA that are finding creative careers. Like we had a guy who's making 6 figures as an energy efficiency consultant for a real estate company, and as a retired guy, he's making a couple grand a year helping apartment building owners.
So find a new part-time career.
Find a new part-time career. Third, in the Bay Area, a lot of people have highly appreciated real estate, and there are tax-efficient ways to turn that into rental property and not pay taxes if you trade it into rental property. There's things we do with clients all the time on that. But I would say most important is how you invest your money. And so that's what we do, of course, and I'm very biased.
And that's the toughest for some
people,
the toughest. How to choose your investment.
Yeah, let me
just... The
fees. So let me just give you one major point about investing. There's a huge change going on out in the world today, and you'll be seeing this on TV quite a bit. My partner, Scott Puritz at Rebalance IRA, has been testifying in front of the Senate. The DOL is trying to get brokers out of managing people's retirement money, and there's a great reason for that.
Why?
Brokers, it's kind of the old school way of managing your money. A lot of people still use brokers, but brokers sell you products and they make commissions, and they don't act as a fiduciary. They don't act in your best interest in managing your retirement money. And our firm, Rebalance IRA, and others in the Valley are innovating with new ways to bring the fees down for people so they end up with more money. But here's a great example about fees, and it's pretty simple. Keba, if you were to buy an apartment building, and you were getting $50,000 of rental income from that apartment building.
Sounds good.
If I said, hey, I'm going to help you get more money out of this apartment building, would you give me a third of the $50,000?
No.
No. Well, that's what people are doing all the time with brokers. They have no idea.
And they don't realize it, right? Because it's that other account you're not really thinking about. You just hope it's growing.
It's that. It's the fees in the mutual funds that you can't see that are slowly being siphoned away. It's the advisory fee that you're being charged. It's a variety of things. And we go through this with people's accounts all the time, and they're shocked.
Okay, we're almost out of time. Mitch, one last question, if you can answer it quickly. When should you start this?
So people get really bummed out. They get a little older in life, usually early 40s. We call it the financial midlife crisis, the aha moment.
40s.
And they go, oh, God, I'm way behind. I should have started earlier. It's not true. Mid-40s is a great time to start saving. You really can't do much until then. You know, you're paying off college loans, buying a house, doing all the things people do to get started in life. So we think mid-40s is great. You've still got a 20-year runway to compound a lot of money.
All right, good information. Mitch Tuchman, Managing Director at Rebalance IRA. Mitch, thank you.
Thank you, Keba.
All right, Mike, over to you.
All right, thanks, Keba. Seems like I'm right on line, Bill.
Yeah.
Starting to say.
I was going to nudge you and say it's time to get going. I got going late, too.
Get the old piggy bank going.
I'm going to be grabbing him after the break.